Hello, welcome back to another studio vlog slash art market prep. Today I have a whole list of things that I need to do. Look at my little calendar. That's my list. Hopefully it's not backwards for you. Anyway, it's kind of a short list, but it's also a pretty long list. So on Sunday, June 22nd, hopefully that's not too far in the past for you, that's this Sunday, so a couple days from now, I'm doing an art market at Cheesman Park in Denver. Super excited about it. I'm trying to elevate my booth space because I went to an art market at the beginning of June and I didn't do amazing. I made back my booth fee, but not much over it. And I think part of the reason is because my booth space looked a little cluttered. I'm trying to elevate, like I said, my little space, come up with a few ideas to make it more exciting for people to look through. I don't know if I'm going to have time to physically change how things are displayed. I really want to though. I have these grates, these grid walls that I put up on the sides of the tent, and I only hang up my originals on those grid walls, but I really want to find a way to hang prints on there so that people are more excited to come in and look around and flip through things. So I really want more ways for people to flip through my prints basically, because I have quite a few of them. So quickly I'll run through what this list looks like. So to start, I'm making a little set of mystery bags for people to get. These are with some prints that I printed at home. So most of my prints I use a third-party printer called Cat Print, and I really like it. But sometimes when I have brand new pieces and I really want them to be at the art market, I'll print a few just on some nice quality printer paper at home. And so I have kind of those older, they're just home printed prints, and then I made mystery bags with a few postcards, so I'll tell you more about that later. But I made a mystery bag, so I packaged all of them into the brown little bags, so now I need to put the little signs on them that say what they are. And then I'm also going to use the same bags to kind of make I paint quite a few collections, so similar paintings, and I want to package those together so that people can buy a collection in one set and they get a little discount. And then I got a new order of prints, so I need to pack a few of those in my little plastic baggies to take to the art market. I'm gonna go through everything that I have packed, make sure that I add in prints that I took out. I took out the prints for those mystery bags out of what I bring to the art market instead of just my regular stock, which was silly of me, but so now I have to go through and make sure that I have everything packaged. I just finished this painting the other day, so I have to scan it because I have to scan it because I'm bringing it on Sunday to sell. Yeah, and then that's kind of it. If I have time, I want to go through my website and update everything because I've sold a few originals that are still on my website, so I need to take them down. But anyway, that's what I have planned. Let's go ahead and get started. So I had this whole conversation with you while I was packaging these mystery bags, and then I realized that I don't know how that microphone that's sitting in the bottom left corner actually works, because it was not picking up, I do not think, from the microphone, or else it was just a really crappy microphone. Anyway, long story short, you get voiceover Chrissy to tell you about these mystery bags. So I had, I think, 18 prints that I had printed at home. long story short, I can't remember if I already told you this, if I had a painting that I had finished recently and hadn't had time to get the print from the third-party source that I'm using, I would print it at home to make sure that I had it for the arts show. So I have had, I don't know, I still haven't, a couple of these prints that I printed at home for 8x8 and 8x10 specifically, and I have since ordered the actual prints for those paintings, but I still have these prints. Anyway, so one reason why I did these mystery bags is because I was trying to find a way to use those in an economical way, and I also have a lot of prints from a couple of years ago. Like, I started doing art shows the year before last, so 2023, and I have art from 2023 that I turned into prints that I don't necessarily love that much and would love to kind of like phase out. Yeah, I didn't order a lot of each print. I ordered like 15 of each print, but now it's just getting too many. So I was trying to find a way to work through the prints that I have. So I was making these mystery bags. So each mystery bag has one 8x8 and one 8x10. No, one 8x8 or 8x10 print, 2 postcards that are 5x7, and 1 sticker. So, and then I am selling them for $18. And yeah, I made this little sign. I'll pop it up here so people could see kind of what their options are as they're shopping and sifting through the bags. And I was really excited for these bags and was really hopeful that they would turn out well. And I think they did. I sold a lot of them, like 4 or 5. And it was either people like really excited to see that there were mystery bags and they were like, oh, that's so cool, maybe I should get a mystery bag instead of a print. And so it was kind of like a moment of deliberation. And yeah, people were opening them and they were getting really excited about what they got and stuff like that. So it felt good to sell the mystery bags, and it felt good to know that they were like a good thing to sell. Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit later at the end of this video about how that actual art show went, because it's done now. Shocker, I know. So I'll give you a little debrief on how it went and everything, and now let's discuss the bundle collections that I created next. So I had a variety of different, kind of 4 different groups of paintings that I did in collections of sort, basically where I did one painting in a specific style that I liked it enough to repeat it a couple of times. And I came up with the idea to maybe bundle these in a pack so you could get all 3 of them for a reduced price instead of having to buy all 3 prints separately. I only made 2 bundle packs of each collection because I wasn't sure how well they would sell, and I didn't want to package up a bunch of prints to make them. So the 4 little bundles that I have are my spring bug collection. I'll pop the 3 up here. And then I have the Frogs on Mushrooms collection. That one's really popular. I like it. Also, so is the Spring Bug collection. And then we have the Extinct Animal collection, where we have a little Australopithecus afarensis, Mammoth, and Smilodon. And then we have the framed trio set. So I have a toad, American toad, a roadrunner, and a maned wolf. And yeah, I was just hoping to turn them into little bundles and sell them. Unfortunately, none of them actually sold. I was kind of bummed, especially about the Spring Bug collection. Those ones are really popular prints, and I have people deliberate all the time on whether or not they should get multiple or which one they should get, so I really thought that one was going to be a hit. But maybe I need to figure out a better way to display them so that people can look at them and buy them. But overall it was, yeah, not super successful, but I've only done 1 art show where I've had them, so I'm not going to lose hope yet and unpackage them. So anyway, that's the gist for the bundles. Welcome to the end of the video. I know all that market prep must have been invigorating. Thank you very much for coming on this journey with me. Yeah, I hope it was exciting. Real life glimpse into what it takes to do an art market. Not saying that I am a professional by any means. I'm still trying to figure everything out. What works, what doesn't work, what art markets to go to, which ones are actually going to make me money, yada yada yada. So I promised you, as I know you're probably really waiting for it, a review, a debrief of how that market went. So it's been exactly a month, because today is the 22nd of July. Not super late. I'm pretty proud of myself. And yeah, I was super excited for this art market to happen because it was at Cheesman Park in Denver, and apparently the area around Cheesman Park is just a really good area, high income levels basically. And so I was really excited to be kind of with a different group of people, hoping that that would mean I did a little bit better. And unfortunately, it wasn't amazing. There was not a lot of foot traffic. Even though it was a park and it was a Sunday, it was pretty hot, so maybe that was part of it. But even though there was not a lot of foot traffic, the ratio of people who were purchasing things was higher than normal. So I still did like okay. Earlier in the video, I was talking about a market that I did at the beginning of June, and I did not do well. I did a lot better at the Cheesman Park one than I did at this one, but I think I built it up so much in my head about this is going to be a great area and there's going to be a lot of people there and yada yada yada, and it's just going to be awesome, and it just wasn't what I had built in my head for it to be. So I think it was a little bit disheartening in that aspect. Let's talk about the things in this video though that I packaged up and how they went. So for starters, the mystery bags. The mystery bags, like I said, did great. People loved them. I sold like 4 or 5, and that might not sound like a lot, but for how many sales I actually made, it was a decent portion. It wasn't most of them by any means, but it was a noticeable portion of like, wow, that people liked that. And other people who didn't buy the mystery bags commented on how they liked that they were mystery bags. So that was nice. I even had one couple buy a mystery bag, leave, and then come back and buy another one because they loved it so much. And it was really fun. Everyone opened the bags in the tent, and I was like, yay, this is super cute and exciting. And like, I hope you don't hate it. kind of thing. I think only one person opened it not in front of me. And then she actually ended up coming back because she got a duplicate. She bought some other print, and then she got that print inside the mystery bag, and so I exchanged it for her. Anyway, long story short, those did really well. I'm really happy with them, and I will continue them as I run out of the ones that I made. And then the bundle collections. Man, what the heck? I didn't sell any of the bundle collections, and I think genuinely it was how I had them displayed. The display is everything, and I have my booth set up in like an L. If it's like a square booth, I have tables set up in an L, and on the back L piece is where I sit, and so there's a table with stuff on it, but I'm sitting back there, and I don't know if people love to like come up right in front of me and like sit right there. I think it's just they want to walk around and not talk to me, which is fair. That's what I like to do in those booths. So, and I had the bundles right on that table, right where I was. So next time I might try and move them to a little bit of a different spot. The bundles were like basically right on the outside of the tent, and people saw them and looked at them and liked them. I'll have to figure out the collections, but I'm glad that I only put 2 sets of each collection in there because of how they went. What the heck? Anyway, I packaged some new prints. That was just a vibe. I didn't talk during that part because I didn't really have anything to say. I sold not a ton of those prints, but I'm glad that I got them. I have my next art market in August 9th and 10th in Grand Lake, Colorado. So that one I'm very excited about. I'm actually doing it with my mom and my mom's friend who also have a little bit, so it's gonna be fun. We're gonna go to Grand Lake, hang out for the weekend, and do an art show, art market, whatever. So that'll be fun. The next video is actually sitting right next to me. I'm just trying to finish it. And sneak peek, it's part of a new challenge that I'm trying in my life because we had a big bill that was placed on us, and so we need to figure out a way to pay for the bill. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you had a great time, and come back in 2 weeks when I post my next video because I'm gonna be painting a side table. Yay, painting furniture. Stay for that if you want to. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and thanks so much. Toodles Fruitles. Bye.